When your mind is controlled and cannot escape, what would you be willing to do to be free? Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of Matrix Resurrections. Last time, we talked about how Neo could have been a machine created by the analyst and placed in multiple simulations to teach it to become Neo. Now Neo needs to remember who he was and what he is fighting for. Trinity is still trapped in the Matrix, and Neo must go back for her. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
While Neo is waiting for the answers to his past, Morpheus explains his theory about his role in all of this.
As to my role in all this, my best guess is that you wrote me as an algorithmic reflection of two forces that helped you become you, Morpheus and Agent Smith.
This is interesting because he says that Neo created him as an AI that combines the two elements that helped Thomas to become the one, Morpheus and Smith. Smith was Neo's opposite. He was everything negative of both machines and humanity, and Morpheus represented hope, the desire to be free and at peace. Thomas was like Smith. He was a hopeless cynic wanting to unravel the system. He was also like Morpheus, hoping for a better future and the end of the Matrix. Morpheus was willing to give his life so that Neo could live, yet Neo did give his life at the hands of Smith to save Morpheus. All of these elements activated the integral anomaly in Neo. He became what he was thanks to the influence of these two characters, which is quite strange since it is similar to what the analyst once said. According to the analyst, Neo needed Trinity to be activated. The anomaly requires another person to function. Neo also created this digital version of Morpheus to awaken him, which makes this even more suspicious. It is as if both the machines and humans are trying to awaken the integral anomaly. Now Morpheus says that Neo's brain is addicted to what the analyst was giving him in the Matrix. The ship's doctor in the outside world is saying that Neo could die, but Morpheus knows what he needs. Neo has spent years being manipulated and subjected to chemicals and simulations. The analyst has made him addicted to the system. Neo has become submissive and docile to the system. His strength has been drained, but Morpheus has studied Neo's life and knows that in times of stress, Neo can come back to life. But just like everything in the Matrix, this has a double connotation. The idea that a system makes people submissive with a blue pill or being connected to a simulation could be criticism of the pharmaceutical industry and of the people who are 100% dependent and connected to their personalized simulations. Returning to the movie, Neo is transported to a martial arts training simulation where Morpheus tells him that he must fight if he wants to have a future. Neo tells him that he is tired of fighting, but the young Morpheus tests him regardless. This scene is a reference to Neo's training in the first movie, the scene where Neo learns Kung Fu. This means that Neo is being subjected to the same steps he went through in the first movie. The scene is imitating the original film. Morpheus is trying to make him remember who he is, using a similar training method. Morpheus is provoking him. He tells Neo how the Matrix made him believe that this world was everything he deserved, but something inside Neo knew that he had to wake up. This is a reference to the fact that deep inside Thomas was Neo, even though the analyst erased his memories. But this is also a reference to social conformism, when people settle for jobs or social statures assigned to them by the system. That includes religious and political beliefs. They believe that this is all they can aspire to. The system that oppresses many makes them obedient and makes them believe that they will never escape the system. But Thomas doesn't care about any of that. There is only one thing that could bring Neo back, and Morpheus makes Neo remember what he is fighting for, and that's Trinity. If Neo wants to see her again, he must remember who he is. Faced with the realization that he must fight for Trinity, the anomaly is activated, and Neo releases a large amount of energy which destroys the simulation and causes the computers of the Mnemosiny to overload and burst into sparks. This is because Neo releases more power than a normal red pill. Neo wakes up on his bunk, just as he did in the first film. He touches the plug behind his neck to confirm that what he is experiencing is not a dream. History has repeated itself. Bugs enters the room and they talk. Neo tells her that if these plugs and cables are real, it means that the Matrix has once again stolen his life. But Bugs responds with a rather interesting comment.
If we don't know what's real, you can't resist.
Much more could be hidden behind Bugs' words than the meaning of the Matrix, since Bugs cannot know for sure if her fight for the resistance is also part of the system of manipulation. Bugs then says that the Matrix took Neo's life, something that meant a lot to her, and turned it into something trivial. This phrase is perhaps a bit meta and is part of what Lana wanted to convey with the film. Maybe Neo's transformation story was something that meant a lot to Lana and other people. But over time, the Matrix became a big franchise, and Neo's story became highly marketable and profitable. It's as if the systems that the Matrix creators were trying to fight by introducing new ideas were turned into financial gain for the systems. This is a sad tale in our history. Religions have corrupted the story of a savior to control others. Under the context of the Matrix, the story of the savior was corrupted and used by the machines. That is what the Matrix does. It takes our ideas and dreams and uses them against us. Neo is back in the Matrix again. So does the system in our world take advantage of our hopes and dreams and use them against us? Next time, Neo meets the new crew.
Do you feel not like yourself? Has depression led you to question reality? Do you have an extreme desire to jump off a building? You may be suffering from a strange neurological condition caused by an imbalance in the brain known as VDTs. Folly Bridge has the solution for you. Introducing Entalofloxacin, the world's first and only blue pill you will ever need to start your day right and simply forget all your troubles, literally. Ask your doctor about Entalofloxacin today and join the millions living in blissful ignorance.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.